What if I told you this question can be solved in seconds without any formula and without any calculator? Most pupils make percentage questions harder than they need to be. In 2021, candidates were asked to find a 20% discount on 20,000 naira. In 2022, candidates worked with 25% of 500 naira. And in 2024, candidates had to find 50% of 80,000 naira. Different numbers, same topic, percentages. Now, here is our Shammah Online Academy shortcuts. Shortcut number 1. 50% means half. That's it. So half of 80,000 is what? 40,000. Shortcut number 2. 25% means half. Then you half it again. So half of 500 is 250. Then half again is 125. Shortcut number 3. 20% is simply double of 10%. Shortcut number 4. 10% is simply moving the decimal point one place to the left. And here is a bonus shortcut. 5% is simply half of 10%. Now let's test it with the 3 questions on percentages from NCEE of 2021, 2022, and 2024. Question 1. Find a 20% discount on 20,000 naira. So that is 20% of 20,000 naira. Now remember our rule for finding 20%. 20% simply says double of 10%. Now how do we find 10% of this number? 10% of this number is simply moving the decimal one place to the right. So we pick 20,000, and since it's a whole number, the decimal point is at the end. So when we move this decimal one place to the left, we are left with what? 2,000 naira. Now that is 10%. 20% says we should find double of 10%. So what is double of 2,000? Double of 2,000 is simply what? 4,000 naira. Simple and straightforward. Question 2. It says, what is 25% of 500 naira? So, our shortcut says, for 25%, we find half of the number and then we'll halve it again. So what is half of 500? Half of 500 gives us 250. Then we halve it again. What is half of 250? We have what? 125. So our answer is 125 naira. That is the 25% of 500. And then question 3. We are asked to find 50% of 80,000 naira. 50% of 80,000 naira. Now, what is the shortcut for 50%? 50% is simply half of the number. So what is half of 80,000? Half of 80,000 is simply what? 40,000 naira, which is our final answer. So 50% of 80,000 gives us what? 40,000 naira. Now, before calculating, make sure you recognize the percentage you are given. If you master these 5% shortcuts, many NCEE questions becomes much easier. So which shortcut surprised you the most? 50%, 25%, 20%, 10%, or 5%? Tell me in the comments. Tomorrow, I'll show you why many pupils confuse area and perimeter, and a shortcut they'll remember for life. See you in day 19.